First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Watch the screen.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19,
Up the middle to Wagner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ready,
so after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
70 Lions, 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Got it. Ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the blocking and take care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mustang 19. Cup 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Cook. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Fire 64 weeks.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes off your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Bravo!
Now Wilson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the ready!
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go
Here
now.
are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now Cook running right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Come on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pirates! Buffalo 18!
They're going to look to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college. His playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, 5 in. Go.
2nd and 6. Flips through. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On the draw, it's Nwangu. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, smash Broncos!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here
From
we
the
go.
4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Ready.
Back to the ground. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Rager catches it left side. Touchdown! Jalen Rager. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
10, Lions 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
H3-2-18, chopper.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
80 weapon.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. They're going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Go, go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
There.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third
High
down.
7, let's go. Yes.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Reagor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball and they're trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat, go check, go check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
70 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And second and 10, we'll look to throw again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback?
Let's go now.
That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Go.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, apply.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Come
So the
on.
ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14.
They go play action with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
Let's go, let's go,
And he is
let's
going to
go.
have the Lions 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. Here
A
we
real
go.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Hard.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Ready, ready, ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brace, don't travel. Brace, don't travel. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll drop the throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On the shake.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Here's Williams to return, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Wilson will throw again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
General, west. Foxtrot. Charlie, Alpha, Orbit. Bravo.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's go, let's go,
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
18, 5 in. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back to throw. A throw on the money to Rager. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them go to the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
He'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Echo.
Now Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now here is another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. It came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, this is the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Detroit, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they'll get a chance to
Remember me.